Okay, so as we start the year fresh with purpose and a list of resolutions, it is a good idea to have a plan to make it happen. And one of the best ways to start your fitness routine, we are told, is by introducing yoga. Well, Elizabeth Brackman and Charlotte Kilbert from All Y'all Yoga join me today with ways to get started. What a fun name. Congratulations. Y'all are opening soon.
Thank you. Yes.
In Seminole Heights, right?
Yes, Seminole Heights, right off Florida Avenue.
Okay.
Right in the Old Historic District.
So when you talk about yoga, I feel like there is, it's been around for years, right? And I feel like it continues to grow in popularity every year. But you're joining us this morning because you want people to kind of think of 3 separate things that might be a good place to start in the new year, which is what?
So definitely yoga,
Okay.
but also focusing on eating whole foods, right?
Okay.
Stuff that doesn't come out of a box or a can as much as possible. We all like to indulge. And also breath awareness, which leads us into meditation.
Yeah.
So all good things.
It was funny, we were talking, Natalie was just saying her watch tells her when to breathe. I mean, it's simple things, but you say it can start that simple.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And better to start simple because then you can keep it up.
Okay, sounds good. Talk about food real quick if you can. What do you mean again by
Whole
nutrition
foods.
part of it?
So basically stuff that our great-grandparents would have recognized, right?
Yeah.
So stuff that is typically on the outside edges of the grocery store,
Yep,
right?
hear
So
that.
in the produce aisle, whole foods. So rather than getting boxed mashed potatoes, for example, whole potatoes that you can then maybe put in the
Yeah.
microwave, for example.
What about breathing? How important, again, let's go to that before we get into the yoga part of it. What
So
should we concentrate
connecting
there?
with our breath
Okay.
is key to everything, right? It's the one thing we can control in life. You think about it, we can't control our brain, we can't control our coworkers or our kids, but we can control our breath. And when you
Okay.
connect to your breath, that's where the magic starts.
Is it slowing down? Do we need to breathe
It's
more?
being aware of it.
And just
Okay.
noticing
It's
it.
really that
knowing
simple.
that your breathing is powerful.
Okay.
And the beauty of it is that nobody had to teach us how, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the second we came out of the womb,
Yeah.
we started breathing, right? That's the very first thing we did because then we had to make that first wail
Okay.
after we were born. So reconnecting to something that we really already know how to do.
Yeah.
Again, starting simple so then you can keep it up.
Well, maybe more people are wanting to learn how to participate in yoga. And what's really interesting, you guys are focusing on, when your studio opens in just a couple of weeks here, on 3 different types of yoga that's actually not all that, I don't want to say popular, but maybe not as more known in the area, correct?
Yes, and we want to change that.
Okay.
So we're going to focus on Baptiste Power Yoga, and that's
Okay.
a particular type of power yoga. So if you're looking for a workout, this is a really
Yeah.
good place to start. If you
will
really
sweat.
want to
This
get
is what you're
sweaty.
specializing
You
in, yeah.
will
Okay.
Yes,
sweat.
and then beginner yoga. So if you're intimidated, but you kind of want to get a start
Okay.
on it, then we've developed a program to introduce people to the 5 basic pillars of
Okay.
yoga. I'll save you the details. Come and
Okay.
find out.
And then the third one is what?
Yoga Nidra, and that's spelled Nidra, and this is as ancient as yoga itself, and it's a meditation technique.
Okay.
And it is 0 physical effort. So if you're interested, there you don't have to already be flexible, you don't have to already be fit, but it is a very powerful technique to
Okay.
become aware of the breath and also calm down.
We are running
all
out
need
of
more
time.
that.
I'm going to step out because you're actually going to show us a quick demo, very quick if you can, on what we should be doing first thing when we maybe get out of bed, which I'm assuming goes back to the breathing as well and the
does.
stretching. So let me step out here. You guys show us what you're doing quickly
Okay.
if you can.
We're starting with inhaling as we lift our hands all the way up, maybe a little back bend, and then hinge at the hips to fold forward, and then lift just a little bit. And then we're gonna sweep back up overhead, stretch, 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 and then just let the hands come down.
All right. So how much stretching should we be doing when we get up in the morning? I mean, is it as simple as that? Move on?
I would say maybe 4 or 5 times,
Okay.
just so you kind of get the body. That also helps to just wake up. You know, as you sleep, you tend to curl in, right? So that also just to help stretch everything out. The main thing is to be aware of the breath while you're doing those
Connect
movements.
with your breath
Guys.
when you wake up.
Congratulations.
Thank
I know it's
you.
going to be a great
So
2020
exciting.
year for you guys. Keep us posted. We'll obviously put all the details on our website as well.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.